just going to very lightly dust it off. Now I'm going to work on the shadow, and I like this dark sepia dark Golconda pencil for the shadow though. So I'm going to draw the shape, the hard part of the shadow, the umbra. And there's a really complex shadow under my bag here. Very interesting shadow. So I'm going to draw that. Make it super dark right underneath the bag itself. And then I'm going to fade the shadow out to that lighter, warmer brown color right here. Use the blender to smooth the Conte crayon and the Golconda pencil, the dark sepia one. So sepia is a type of brown. When you think about, if you ever gone to an old time photo place where you dress up in like cowboy outfits and saloon dancer girl outfits, and then they take your picture, and then the picture is like a brown color just to make it look like an old-fashioned photo. They call that like a sepia effect, because everything is different shades of brown instead of full color, because they didn't have, I guess, color photography available to everyone back then. Now there's even another shadow back here, which is an even cooler colored shadow. That one's more of a black color, so I'm going to use this Golconda pencil back here, which is pretty much black. And the edges of shadows are kind of fuzzy. And I noticed that my students noticed that too, which was really impressive. So that's your umbra, your antumbra, and your penumbra, and then your antumbra. Your antumbra is the lightest part of the shadow. And then there's an even more complex shadow. And I'll use the Golconda pencil for that. And that shadow is shaped like this. And it kind of, I'll have to move the Scotch tape here in order to finish that. But that part of the shadow extends all the way over here. And then just shaped like that. And then just kind of fades out. It's a very interesting shadow. So maybe I'll use a little bit of the black and just black Conte, and then press lighter and lighter and lighter as I go back there. So wow, there's like a very complicated, very interesting shape shadow here, caused by all these multiple lights that are hanging above my paper bag. Lights for the camera and lights so that you can see everything. It's creating these very interesting shadows. I'm going to soften that up. Kind of fade that into the background brown color. And you want to make that area of the umbra where the shadow comes out right from underneath the paper bag. You want to keep that kind of dark and sharp. That delineation, that separation between the border between the bag and its shadow. Okay, so that's it for the brown paper bag tutorial. As you can see, I really try to use the color of the bag or of the paper as my midtone. I didn't cover it up completely with all the brown and the black. And I try to kind of curb my use of too much Conte crayon. Try to keep certain areas nice and crisp by putting lights right next to darks. And because of that, you get the impression of parts of the bag kind of crinkling and pushing in and out. And the other important thing is to see these specific shapes and then to draw them, represent them as best as you can, and draw them without making up anything. Okay. If you see a little bit of the inside of the bag, then certainly draw it. Make it a little bit darker where it's coming out, and then as it comes out into the light, it'll pick up some highlighting. Thing about using the blenders is they do get very dirty. So maybe reserve one blender just for the white. Okay. And if you have fixative spray, after you're done, you're satisfied, sign your work and use fixative spray. And that is the end of the paper bag tutorial.
Hello everybody, bonus video. This 7-year-old hand right here is going to draw the picture of this bag. Can I see? What? How?
I'm going to spray it.
Can I sketch something else? Finish this.